Did anything funny happen on
Do you
tour?
remember the Oscars Hotel tattoo? Yes, I sent a picture of it to DJ, who was like, amazing.
He was like, wow. Did anything funny happen on tour? Oh, well, before we even got on tour, I walked out of my front door and I was about to get into the tour car. I felt so bad. There was a man.
When was this? Was this yesterday?
It was the day before yesterday.
The day before yesterday when we did our show. This was... Oh my god.
And I was like focused so much on the car that I was about to get
Phil
into.
was just like power walking horizontally across the pavement.
Straight across the car. And I literally collided with this man. And it wasn't just oh, sorry mate.
He like...
It was
knocked over this man.
I felt
this
so bad.
Poor random guy walking along. Phil like knocked him the heck down.
And I didn't.
It was like montage. It was like a hit marker, explosion, klaxons.
I didn't just knock him over. I actually stamped on his foot at the same time. It was like
you just got wrecked by Phil.
And I've got heavy feet. My granddad used to call me Thunderfoot. So I properly stamped on his foot.
Got 1v1'd by Phil and lost.
And then he had these sweet little eyes. I think he was about, 70.
No, he was like 50.
Okay, I don't know.
Oh my god, if you walked into an old man, this would not be a funny story, Phil.
Alright, he was like 50.
He was like a perfectly okay guy.
He was a windswept 50-year-old.
But either way, he looked like a nice person.
He had kind eyes, and he just looked me in the eyes and said, sorry. And I was like, why are you saying sorry?
It was savage.
You should be angry at me.
Neither of you were looking.
No.
Because he would have stopped or you would have stopped.
He was powerful.
But you were the one that carried all the forward momentum.
Yeah.
But either way, he apologised. You stayed completely upright while he got knocked over. But then he was the one that said sorry.
I was just and then he kept walking.
Hashtag British people.
I didn't get a chance to say sorry to him, so I just shouted after him, sorry! As he hobbled off. And then he was stood at the crossing and he looked really sad as we drove past him. Zebra Snook said, tell me a bedtime story. Sure.
Go, Dan. Phil.
Go down. I think you just volunteered yourself.
No, you're going.
Okay.
The audiobook's really funny because we were originally they were like, you have to do an audiobook as part of the book. And I was like,
how would we do that?
Well, Phil was like, how? And I was like, no.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to do an audiobook. Because when I wrote the book, I was like...
I think when we wrote
this
the book.
Is a... Oh, yeah. But
it was your book.
No, but this was my strong opinion.
Right, I see.
When
I wrote my book.
When I typed my letters. I was like, this book is a piece of art, because as we all know, that we've all heard me rant about the book
We've heard the rant.
The whole point of the trailer, the book is literally designed to be an object of memories, to bring you back to these, fond times where you had all these internet friends and all of this stuff. So it's very special to me, because the reason I love actual books is because you can smell them and sniff them and their memories.
And hold them.
So I was like, firstly, as an artist, I want this to be a physical object. And secondly, while I'm writing it, I don't intend for these things to be said. So I was just thinking, I don't want to do an audiobook. And they were like, no, you have to do an audiobook. So I was like, oh, God. But then Phil's question was...
How do we do this? So then we decided to make it more like a podcast where we just talk about all of the pages and ad-lib about little stories behind them and stuff. New Dan and Phil merch.
Someone said, Phil, how's your crotch from the spilling incident?
Oh, my crotch is fine.
Thanks for being concerned, guys.
But we have actually got show jeans for incidents like that, so I hadn't changed into my show jeans.
In the event that Phil inevitably spills coffee on himself, or I rip my ass on a giant thing in front of everybody at Leeds, then we have spare jeans ready to go on.
Yeah, there are spare jeans.
Thanks for being concerned. Context.
Phil and Dan. Dan and Phil. The problem with saying Phil and Dan is that
it sounds like Phil and
Dan.
So therefore, you not being first is the curse of the letter D.
Because you can't have two Ds together in a sentence. Spell physics backwards, Dan. Go.
S C I S Y H P. That was a 7 second. I was like,
that was slow.
Wow.
That was a 27-second challenge. You have 7 seconds to do a smirk, said Cassidy. What's a smirk? Like, I had to go get a PSL because of you. Sorry for sending you down that dangerous path.
Hail corporate.
What else have
you're
we
a shill, Phil.
More
like amazing shill. More like amazing coffee shop.
Alright, Dan.
Alright.
Go
Phil likes coffee, whatever.
go squeeze your own lemonade.
What are you going to do about it? I hope you had a good time.
Yeah, that was a creepy face, Dan.
It's all about you having a good time.
Are you excited to return to the Big Apple? Said Dana.
Did you have a good time? Say
Yeah,
hi to
someone
me. My
called
name's
Brooke.
Brooke.
I was just about to rhyme that.
Sorry.
Oh.
Her name was Mrs. Franda.
It was
All right. All right. We met David Crap.
Crap. I thought he was called Carp.
I know, I was joking. Probably
I
not.
don't think he's
I'd
there.
love to.
He's the dad of Tumblr. I'd call him Dad.
He is all of our dads.
He is.
He's the internet dad of us all. Pin off 7. End of the month.
End of the month.
End of the month.
What's your favourite word? Said Jahivon.
That's a big question. I
Ooh.
hate favourite any... Oh my god, I just totally
What?
answered it. Anyway,
That's it. Favourite word?
I hate any question that's what's your favourite anything.
Onomatopoeia. What about an onomatopoeia like squish?
Wobble. It's pretty epic.
Wobble's a good one.
Yeah.
Don't spoil anything. Don't say anything bad.
I'm not spoiling it. I'm not going to spoil anything at all.
My computer's going to die. That would be bad. Ooh. There you go.
And that goes the Dan and Phil live show. That would have been pretty perfectly timed, actually.
It's actually almost time to go.
We're running on the time. That would have been quite poignant.
And Xena. We both saw Xena at the same time.
A to Z. There we go. Happy found.
Goodbye.
Thanks for spending an hour with us. We appreciate you. We love you. You're special snowflakes. Have a great life. See you next time. Give yourselves a hug. You deserve it.
Oh, I can't make it end. Wait.
Good ending, Phil.
There we go.